All right, let's go ahead and call the Ways and Means meeting for October 1st to order. Let the record reflect a starting time of 3:30. Let the record reflect that all committee members are present. We appreciate it. It takes us to the meeting minutes from September 22nd, 2005.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for September 22nd as written.
Motion on the floor for discussion. Seeing and hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Takes us to public comment on agenda items. This is the time for members, citizens from the public to actually make a comment with respect to any agenda item. I'm not seeing any member from the public, not seeing anybody online. Jack, are we good to move forward? All right, so that will take us to a discussion action item B, ordinance. This is amending chapter 206 to adjust the threshold for requiring bidding. And talked a lot about this in terms of actually raising that threshold to essentially reflect inflationary adjustments dating back to 1994. So what we're looking at is the first, per the ordinance, baked in the ordinance, is actually inflation of, I think it's $31,000 what we're adjusting to. And then beyond that, we are actually going to automatically see that threshold rise based on Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index. Sorry. We have actually taken this through the entire process. So this is our last stab at it. We did have a public hearing back on September 22nd. We did not receive comment one way or the other. We have not received any written communication either for or against this. And so with that being said, do we have any council comments?
Not for me.
No. All right. We simply need a motion.
I'd make a motion.
All right. This motion on the floor. Oh, yeah, Brett. No, hold on. You want to add anything? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
It's positive.
Appreciate you being here, man. It's always good to see the Parks Director. All right. All right. With that being said, there is a motion on the floor. Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. That takes us to, thank you. I appreciate that. No, we're fine. And just for the minutes, we should let the record reflect to that. The issue on page 1, line 12, that was referenced in the minutes was taken care of. Thank you. Yep, absolutely. Let's move forward. This is a resolution of grant acceptance for Automobile Theft Prevention Authority, ATPA grant. We do have Cheryl and Sean here. So if you guys want to, Sean, do you want to come up to the table or just here? Okay. Cheryl, go ahead. What do we got?
The Automobile Theft Prevention Authority grant is a historical. We have a dedicated detective to the effort. The only real difference this year is that we have a 63% match. Typically, it's been a 40-60.
Okay.
This year, it's dropping on their part, a little more burden on us, but we use someone who is already on staff in that role. So that dedication just gets us a reimbursement for that role.
Do we have questions for, I'm sorry, committee members?
Yes, was there a reason why they dropped down to 37 from 40?
Seeing how they haven't passed their budget yet this year, I think that could be relative to sign of the times, for lack of a better explanation. Yeah.
Right. That's a good question. And this is more for Lisa. Why does the resolution speak to receipt of grant funding in the amount of 268? You know that that's the total expenditure for this particular program and this particular personnel. But you know, if we're on the hook for 69,000, why doesn't it reflect 99,302 that we're getting from? Maybe I'm just not understanding.
That's the breakdown of the 37% that we're going to get reimbursed.
Right.
Is the 99.
Yeah, but we're not receiving grant funding in the amount of 268,000. That's my point.
We're getting, so when they give us the letter of acceptance, they show that total amount, breaking down what we're committing to matching their amount.
Okay. So this is to reflect their document.
That breakdown, yes.
Okay. I just think for the person that's reading this is missing it.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Do we have any questions? No. We need a motion.
Yeah, I'd make a motion.
All right. There's a motion on the table. Further discussion. Seeing and hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Carries. It takes us to item D. This is a resolution of grant acceptance for the Office of Highway Safety Planning, OHSP. This is a grant, and Sharon, back up.
This grant is from the state of Michigan. They this year have been able to find additional federal backing in order to keep the program running regardless of state budgeting. Excuse me. This year, we are receiving funding for 3 new radar guns. as well as the support to the overtime efforts for all of the safe drivings.
And this is reimbursement based.
Yes.
And we had, in terms of the OT, I think it's some 900 hours. Have we actually executed that program yet or no?
We are currently wrapping up
Okay.
fiscal year 25 with that program. They give a calendar of specific dates
Okay.
for those efforts, and that's been provided. That's what they're ramping up, and kind of wondering when I was coming in front of you folks this afternoon to make sure that we're on board.
Certainly appreciate you being here. Councilman. Questions?
I guess, my question is, you said wrapping up, so today would be the last day, or would it be the
No,
first day of?
So this is fiscal year for the state runs October 1st, obviously. So September
Oh,
30th,
I see now.
we're wrapping up pretty fast. Yeah, it's a continued effort.
When we do a program like this, Cheryl, is there any report that is generated to just demonstrate progress? I would assume because we could.
Yes. So the coordinating sergeant
Right.
that I have worked with, particularly the last 3 to 4 years with the effort, they have to report monthly
Okay.
what their stops were regarding, what the results of those stops were between pedestrian, bicycle, and influence, as well as distracted driving.
And I don't know how that data is represented, right, in the database. Is that something that would have to be heavily redacted if we were to take a look at it?
I don't believe so, because they're
So we
not,
open up office staff to get some-
for example, they don't have John Smith, Joe
Good, okay.
listed. They have total incidents.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes.
One more question, I guess. When you made mention that the state found federal funding for this program, if there isn't federal funding, is this program in jeopardy?
Not at all.
Need a motion?
Make a motion.
All right, so motion on the floor for the discussion. Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries, and then that takes us to a resolution. This is donation acceptance from the MEA, donation to the Care Unit for Domestic Violence Efforts. And Cheryl, I got you down for this too.
Yes, the Michigan Education Association designated our care unit to receive the proceeds of part of a fundraiser. We did receive a check in the amount of $500. It was not specifically designated as far as it has to be used for diapers, it has to be used for any. So the care unit director did want me to use as an example, some of the items that our care clients need are not supported by the grant funds.
Right.
And the grant funds are the only source of dollars for these advocacy efforts. For example, they needed to get a breast pump for a mom who had been in a DV and it had been destroyed. That's what these funds will go towards.
Sorry, what's that?
Thank you. You're an MEA member, right?
I am. Yeah, you're very welcome. And I am in good standing. Councilman, do you have any questions?
I don't have any.
Not either. Okay, this is fantastic. We just need a motion.
With that, I'd make the motion.
We have a motion on the floor for the discussion. Seeing and hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We appreciate it, Cheryl. Or actually, are you here for, no?
Yeah, all city managed.
Oh, sole source. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's go to so agenda item F, place on file sole source purchase for the police department, notification of all city management services as the vendor for the staffing, training, and management of the City of Lansing School Crossing Guard program.
So it is a state mandate that we obviously provide the crossing guards with to the school system last fall, as well as again this spring. Chief Backus did meet with some school board members and make sure that our efforts were aligned with what their efforts agreed for needs. The All City Management Services Company also sent a project manager to make sure that we were hitting all of the points that we needed to. All City Management Services is the only company. We've tried to send it for bid. We tried to have other options out there. They've met the needs. It is an expense. It's a large expense, but it also makes sure that our kids get to school.
We have, actually, we don't have a motion. Do you have any questions?
No questions for me.
Do we have a motion?
I would make a motion.
On the floor for the discussion. Seeing and hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. That takes us to the next item, which is, let's see, sole source purchase for, thank you so much for being here. We're really, for Information Technology Department, notification of Orion Workforce Software Police Department scheduling. Do we have somebody that is here? Sean, are you going to speak to that? No?
I'll speak to it from an IT perspective.
Okay. Do you want to state your name for the record, sir?
Jason Hogan.
Thank you so much. All right, Jason, you are up. Let's talk about it.
We've been working with Lansing Police Department 6 to 7 years trying to find a scheduling software that would work. I have documentation of all the different companies that we've met with and demos and everything that we've happened over that time period. And during that time period, no one could really do the 6-week scheduling that LPD had currently to their current setup that they have with the union. So this particular company that we have in front of you right now is they're able to do the 6-week schedule. It's something that LPD is really excited about because it's they won't be doing Excel spreadsheets anymore for all of their scheduling.
Excellent. You said you've been working on this for how long?
Well, me,
But
but
not you personally, but IT. No, I know you're rather new.
7 years.
Okay, 6 or 7 years. Wow. Okay. Any questions?
Yes. So I was speaking with someone from the labor side of things, and there's an issue with the new federal law regarding overtime and compensation and tax deductibility. This has nothing to do with it. This is tracking overtime, right? Or scheduling overtime.
Yeah, this is just scheduling. And then everyone will have a mobile app on their phone so they can enter their time. And so it'll go to BSNA for payroll. So it's to improve or take care of a lot of paper forms that had to be filled out currently, that they'll get rid of all of that.
That ring about any other questions?
Does it have geolocation to ensure you're in the city when you're claiming overtime?
That I don't
That's
know
the
that.
parameter that they can add, though. The gal that we were talking to for one of the demonstrations mentioned that they have fencing available.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something we could explore with them, but it's really not specific to when you're working the overtime. It's more from a time management perspective and submitting your time for timekeepers.
Further questions?
Appreciate your questions. Do we have a motion to place on file?
Make a motion.
Motion from Councilman Garza. Further discussion? Seeing and hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Takes us to our last sole source purchase. This is for the fire department, notification of impact rescue as a vendor for the purchase of Almatro. Is that correct? Almatro extrication equipment. We do have Chief Randall with us. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. So talk to us. Yeah, we'd love it.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
You have the floor.
All right, so in front of you, you all have our reasoning behind switching from pneumatic and gas powered extrication tools and why we're going and why we chose to go battery powered. Next, please.
With a quick scan, I mean, could you just give us maybe like a high level overview of why?
So basically right now, the tools we use are pneumatic and gas powered.
Okay.
We have lines, they plug into the equipment, they have pneumatic oil. And we have a gas powered generator. We're switching to battery powered. What that would do would limit time on scene, setting up. It would eliminate trip hazards and would also eliminate pneumatic oil spills and gas in the compartment while we're traveling.
Got it. Do we have any committee questions?
No, it's
Technology. It's all.
And then the reason why it's a sole source.
So the reason why it's a sole source, currently we have Hamatro tools gas powered. Hamatro Impact Rescue is the only authorized seller, service provider, and training service for this equipment in the state of Indiana and the state of Michigan.
Got it.
We're currently using them right now They do all of our annual testing, servicing, and they respond to us within 24 to 48 hours. We're comfortable with them, and we're basically just upgrading the battery equipment.
And sustaining a relationship that's worked out. Yeah, makes total sense. Okay. Do we have any questions?
I guess my
Yep,
only
Councilman.
question is, being in Michigan, I hear, technology batteries. Is there any concern about, when it's super cold, are they gonna function like they should with like the gas pneumatic ones?
No, so the biggest thing with the batteries now is that the batteries on these tools can be charged in the compartment. They don't have to be charged separately. So when you get on scene, they're already warmed up, ready to go. All of our vehicles are stored in-house in heating and cooled facilities. So once we get on scene, they're in compartments. They get out, they're gonna operate good in the cold.
Awesome, good deal.
And then before we entertain a motion, I just want to say, since we have so many folks from command here, how much we appreciate you guys. We had a conversation this past Monday, and we were actually finalizing our budget priorities, where essentially, the entire conversation was around how we know you all are doing an incredible job, but maybe an impossible job with regards to your budget line items, your FTE, et cetera. And so we are continuing to try to find ways to push, encourage, and support. And we really appreciate the work you guys are doing, again, under impossible circumstances. I really appreciate you. Do we have a motion?
I make motion to place on file.
All right, so motion to place on file. Further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Is there any other business before the body? Seeing none, folks, we are adjourned at 3:46.